Hello everyone, this is Joy, and this is my YouTube video for my Suite of the Month for the Hydrangea Hill from March 2021. And I am going to show you how to make this wonderful card. It is so pretty with the Mercury glass and the designer series paper. This suite is just a gorgeous suite. You can see you've got in the mini catalog for January to June 2021 mini catalog, you have the layout of all these different samples, and then it comes with these absolutely gorgeous designer series papers and the Mercury glass and the beautiful pastel pearls. So yeah, and this stamp set is just wonderful. It's so pretty with the hydrangeas and then the wonderful greetings that it comes in this set. So I'm sure that when you purchase this set, you will absolutely love it. Anyway, so let's get started making this card. We have to start with a piece of the Rococo Rose. Now, we have just come out with the retiring list for 2021, and unfortunately, Rococo Rose is not going to be available anymore, but it does go with the Mercury glass, which is also the Rococo Rose, but I think you could really pair that up with other colors as well. So we have a 8.5 by 5.5 inch piece scored at 4 1/4 and folded in half. And then we have our Mercury glass piece, which is 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. We also have pieces of designer series paper from this sheet, which has the hydrangeas on both ends of that sheet, and I'm going to turn it around. I've cut these, and they are a triptych, so they go, you have to make sure you line them up to match like so. So that's what it looked like before I cut it into 3 pieces. And then Misty Moonlight is going to go behind those pieces, and these pieces are, let's see, they are 3 1/4 inches by 1 1/8 inches, and then the Misty Moonlight is 3 1/2 inches by 1 3/8 inches. So let's attach those together. And of course my seal is acting up just a little bit, but that's okay. I'm just giving it a little tiny nudge. And now it's working. So we have a little 1/8 inch border there. So I like the seal adhesive because it's quick and it doesn't get your fingers all goopy. But sometimes I like to use the liquid glue. So this is my last piece for this little triptych that we're doing on the front of this card. So again, get that nice little even border all the way around. And we are going to take some dimensionals and put those on the back. I need about 3 of them so that I don't have saggy middles. So get those on there very quickly. And that last one, again, making sure that my triptych is in the right order. Now I'm going to bring in the Rococo Rose Mercury glass piece, And there is a film, kind of like you have on the screen of your electronics to keep them from getting scratched. There's a film on the back to keep the backside from getting scratched. And it is a silver backside, and that would be very pretty as well on a card. So I'm going to pull that off and then line up my pieces onto the Mercury glass. Going to kind of try to leave an even border around those three sides, and then do the far right and save the middle for last. There we go. And now the middle piece. So that's our final piece of our little triptych. You can put that one in the middle. Now I need to take some of our gorgeous grape ribbon, which also comes in this suite. I have taken a 2.5-inch piece cut on angles on each end and a 7.5-inch piece. And I'm going to make a faux bow. So it's not going to be an actual bow. It's going to be more like just a tied piece. So I've got this little loop here that I've created on my ribbon piece, and I want it over more to one end. And then I'm going to take this short piece, slide that right underneath that loop, and then pull that around the short piece. Kind of, you know, fuss with it just a little bit to get it to the way you want it. There we go. And so it is going to go way towards that end. I needed to do a little bit of adjusting because I wanted that to go a little bit further over. So now I'm going to put some of my seal on the back. So, and wrap this around. I don't want to pull it too tight. And get it going. There we go. That looks very nice. So now we are going to attach that to the front of our card base. Oop, I need to turn that over. That looks perfect. And I'm going to bring in a piece of basic white that I have cut. And I'm going to bring in the You Make Me Smile stamp. And I don't want all of that. So I'm going to bring in a Stampin' Up marker. This is the gorgeous grape color to coordinate. I'm going to use the large brush tip end. And I'm going to just color just the part that I want. These Stampin' Up markers are water-based versus the alcohol-based where the Stampin' blends. So these are very similar to our ink pads, which are our dry ink pads, which are also water-based. So, and if you'll notice, I'm only getting just the flat of that, not going straight down on the tip, because I don't want to ruin my tip of my marker. So get that nice and coated well. Then I can take and check to make sure I don't have any coming out in areas I don't want it. And I'm going to take and I'm just going to breathe on that just a little bit so that my breath moistens that ink, so that the ink is nice and fresh. I'm going to stamp it towards this side, my E, towards the right hand side of that die cut piece. Give that some nice even pressure. Beautiful. Now I'm going to take my dimensionals again and put a couple of dimensionals on the back of this piece. I'm going to attach that onto my card. Kind of move that ribbon just a little bit. Put it right about there on my card. All right, that looks really nice and fun. I'm going to bring in the Pastel Pearls, and I'm going to use the Rococo Rose, which is this light pink color here. And my take your pick tool and just put one little pearl there to give it a little extra pizzazz. Now, I like to write some greetings inside, but it's kind of hard to write on the colored base. So I like to put a piece of the basic white just a little bit smaller than the inside at the 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And then I can write a nice message, a nice little handwritten note inside this card. So I hope you've enjoyed my video, and you can find me at stampwithjoy.com, and you can also find me at stampwithjoynelson at facebook.com. So I also have a YouTube channel, and you can look up some of my videos. Just look for Stamp with Joy Nelson, and you should be able to find me. Until next time, talk to you soon. Bye.